If you ever thought to yourself, man, I hate training my aim. I've been training my aim every day and I still cannot rank up. There has to be a different way. Well, you've come to the right place. Because today I'm gonna prove you why you do not need aim to win in the Valorant. Now, how did we get here? This round started peacefully, me just spamming into the smoke, when all of a sudden a wild Reyna pushes through the smoke. You know, that happens. So, I can see on the minimap that Clove is ulting. I don't want to give her a fight. We drop her some random smokes, we heal ourselves, we just have to wait and stall. We get stunned by the saturate of Waylay, so we have to stun it back. We get stunned by the breach. I'm ready to smoke in case we need it. And now it would be nice to take a 2v1 on this breach, but we figure out that there's an operator holding us from stairs. I tell my Brimstone, let's rotate, and Brimstone decides that he is better. You can see my disappointment here a little bit, but now I know that all is dependent on me. But guess what? I already have a plan. I wanted to plant as open as possible so I could be peeking from any angle, but they could have a timing waterfall, so I don't do that. I see that Breach has his ultimate, so I don't want to be playing on site. I take this off angle, get the Breach for free. Chamber, luckily, reveals that he is water, so I'm trying to reposition to another side, but I can hear that he's going around the map. So I'm like, okay, let's do the most unexpected thing, which is to go from behind his back. I get my knife out. There's no way he's expecting me here. And look at that. We won the round. Stupid Brim, like why? Why, bro? And most importantly, without cracked aim. Hello everyone who's watching, my name is Happy. I am an Immortal coach, and in this series I am playing the newest character, Mix, and I'm breaking down the plays that are currently getting me to Immortal with the newest character. And one more thing, if you're tired of improving your aim constantly and it never gives you any results, I suggest you click the first link in the description where I teach how to rank up only using your game sense and preparation for your character. Let's begin the video. As you can see, we are up numbers 5v3, and usually I wouldn't recommend peeking this, but because I'm essentially trading this age and I heard that they were shooting with only pistols, I decided to swing. We also have the robot there, so sometimes it's okay to swing in a 5v3 even though you're about to win. So I want to support my team as much as possible, so I go for the stun left and then stun on the right as well, because Jet still doesn't have the backside. And then I can actually hear the Sova drone tag someone in the smoke, and I saw exactly where the dart was, so I got a free kill off of that. And finally I could wait for this guy to peek out and shoot him, but I can also take some free shots through the smoke because I can hear him walking, and he is most likely to peek while hugging the right side wall. So here in this situation, so 5v3, and the only way we can really lose this is if Sky flashes me and then I'm cooked and they have a weapon. Now it's a 4v3, they have sight, they have Brimstone ult, Neon ult. We don't want that to happen, so I back off. Here comes the smoke, and they actually end up executing. Now, I don't want to fight this Neon, so I let them take the site. And I'm perfectly fine fighting in the smoke because it's just chaos. In the smoke, Neon's ult is not as effective. The reason I was able to spam this Neon through the smoke was because I saw him dash, which means that he is going to be hugging the wall. So all I have to do is spray amongst the wall. I go for the ult, I try to heal my chamber through the smoke, I hit the wall, oh well. And actually someone called default, that the last guy is default, so somebody calls this cubby default, which is, it's just not true. The default is where you plant the spike, as you can see. Here in this situation, I can see on the minimap that both of them are middle, so in case Brimstone wants to go to C, it's not going to be that easy for him to just fight me and plant, so I go for a really strong off angle in C main, the least expected position. My Jet says he's gonna bait for me, and he just ends up dying, which is crazy. I go for the smoke to make him think that I'm executing through garage or CT, and now I'll wait in case he still wants to peek. And now I'm getting scared that he might just ult and lineups me, so I have to push in, and we get a lucky kill there. Brimstone was completely confused where I could be. Here we are retaking, B with my neon because mix is stolen, as you can see. And I don't really have much, so I ask for a smoke. Smoke out. I see that my mix ain't gonna do nothing, so I go for the stun. I miss up the stun completely, but it doesn't matter because neon is a broken character. Moving on to the broken character, here we can see that Clove is dying. What do we do when Clove is dying? We go back, as you can see me and Vito is going back, except Fade decides that she wants to take this 1v1. Because she is going to take this 1v1, I have to trade her. I still have my stun, so I want to be valuable and make sure that nobody dies for free. My teammates get a bunch of kills here, and now I can hear that there's a judge in lamps. But not anymore, which means that if I see at least a pixel of my enemy, I'm gonna stun him and punish him. Fate decides to admit his mistake, so we're on good terms again. Here I was just gonna hold the site, and in case there's a flash I can always back up in CT, but I heard that Yoru TP'd, he's not gonna expect me, I know exactly where he is, no one's executing, so that's why that kill seemed so flawless. Now I don't want to be on site because there's just nowhere for me to back off. That's why I play in elbow. We end up finding no one elbow, and it is A out of a sudden, you know, out of a sudden. When retaking A, I always like to silently jump up on top of heaven to get some type of a timing, and it always works, I'm not even going to lie. I killed this jet for free, now it's a 2v1 situation, and I throw out some comms.
30 seconds left.
When he plants, I can stun. Let him tap.
Nice.
As you can see, even people whose goal is immortal and their goal is to rank up, they still do not care about winning the round or the game. Instead, they wanna get a kill. Yep. Here we are chilling in garage. We hear that there's a lot of them in middle. Most of the times when people are pushing garage, they're just gonna be pushing garage and not holding the smoke mid. So I decided to take this aggro fight. There was a random sound behind me. I don't know why this game keeps doing that. I catch this chamber from behind, we get the kill, we go for the stun in case somebody came to trade him because I heard him. You can see that there's Sova. I know there's a ghost behind me, and I want you to use this much more often, guys. If you've made a little bit of presence on one side of the map, quickly rotate all the way around if you still have some teammates, to later then get these unexpected fights, which can win you the game. Similar situation like we had in the middle. I don't want to defend the B side alone when there's darts and stuff, so I just boost myself up, start spamming. Now I know that they're gonna try to make a play, so I spam a little bit more. It looks like I've done everything right, but sometimes the luck is just not on your side. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below all of your thoughts that this video has created for you, and again, click the link in the description to improve your rank only by using game sense. No aim required.